3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Hack City. Joe DeLeone and Sean Anderson, two former college football players from the University of Rhode Island. We're here for FCS Week 3. We've got a pretty underrated slate. We've got one fantastic game, the SEMO North Dakota State game we're not going to get to, but it has some intrigue. We're going to be breaking down North Dakota versus Montana, as well as listener number 1, making some headlines today. Today's episode is presented to you by FanDuel. If you're looking to bet on this weekend's slate of college football, make sure to head on over to FanDuel. Just got all my college football bets in, by the way, so super juiced up about this weekend's slate. Let's get into the Uwu game of the week, North Dakota versus Montana. I'm hyped up about this game. In the preseason, it was really shocking, Sean, to see the stats perform overall ranking where North Dakota's been over the past couple of weeks compared to where I've had them ranked. And I felt like I have now been slowly justified for the way that they've played over the last 2 weeks. I thought it was kind of a foregone conclusion that they were going to stink this year. Maybe they would kind of fall off after they had a little bit of a rough end to last season. No. They ran down North Dakota. They ran down Kansas State. They almost snuck up on them. They almost upset them. And then the following week, in week 2, absolutely blasted Portland State 50-2, averaging 42.5 points per game. The biggest key here is we've got an electric offense squaring off with the well-known stout defense of the Montana Grizzlies.
Yeah, Jerry Kaminsky, very exciting quarterback and playing very strongly through the first 2 games, 395 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. That's very nice. Additionally, the team's leading rusher, concerning. I'd like some running backs to get involved and usurp him soon, but 74 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Thanks to the North Dakota State fans that are upset about me having North Dakota so high. I have you at 1. Stop yelling at me because of the other guy.
Yelled at?
I don't know. I literally don't know why I keep getting yelled at by North Dakota State fans. Maybe you don't. It's not a great week for the ballots if you're tracking FBS coverage.
Yeah.
There's some people getting crushed. FCS coverage. I guess I'll be the lightning rod because you guys don't want to yell at Zach McKinnell. That's fine.
Next time I'm gonna do what the USC reporter who went under fire. If next time somebody yells at me for not being high enough on the team, I'm just going, "Oh, it's my silly goofy pull, everyone."
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
No. Why are you guys so mad? This is fun. This is a game. Oh, you're mad? Oh, this is a silly game to me. I'm going to do that next time.
Here at Hack City, we know it matters because we get tweeted at, and you guys are loud. I don't care, though, because North Dakota's good. And among the other FCS teams in the top 15, top 10, they're holding their own right now. Portland State is Portland State. You want to crush that win, so be it. Call it a D3 win. Doesn't matter. It's a big win. Kansas State. I'm having people try to qualify to me that Kansas State is a bad FBS team this year. They're not UMass. They're Kansas State. Give me a break. Give some respect to North Dakota for at least putting in a decent first 2 games. They've been solid. They're good. The wide receiver room needs to improve. No wide receiver over 5 catches on the year. That needs to start straightening out. It's 2 weeks. But they have flaws, but in totality, it's a good, strong program that can push Montana.
Yeah, I think that this North Dakota squad, again, has shown a lot of explosiveness. And the one thing that's a hair tricky with projecting Montana for this game is that we haven't had as much of a sample size to analyze because they didn't play in week 1. But a lot of the simple recurring themes that we have with Montana are returning. Eli Gilman, dog. He's going to run through your face like he did against Central Washington. We have a potential new version of Junior Bergen that's in the wings coming up. Michael Wortham. Apologies if we're mispronouncing it. I have to always add that. Do you think it's Wortham or Wortham?
Wortham? Nah, I'm going to go Wortham. Wortham is what I'm going to go with here. Again, apologies, as the show will continue to do until we get corrected. Yes, I think we meet in the middle.
Somebody will probably hop in and give us some insight there, which we will always appreciate. He has been electric as just the do it all gadget for the first game. 148 total yards. I think that you have, and it's very similar build to Bergen, by the way. He's like 5'9", $180s, compact, shifty. Those are the things that you're getting out of him. The one negative theme, though, that we do have, and it's not I'm not trying to be negative on him. It's just we've only got one game. We're hoping that Hiali Ayat ends up stepping up and having a strong year. And when we were in Montana, we kind of heard from a lot of Montana fans that they were a little uneasy about him eventually being the full-time starter. The whole quarterback battle that was happening in the first game, he had 58% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, -4 rushing yards. So we're kind of in this really difficult spot with him where we're hoping for the big jump against a really weak opponent, and then there's no real jump.
Yeah, there's no need for Ayat to. He shouldn't feel pressure coming into this season. He's on a good team. He's still young. It's not a perfectly clean slate for him because he did get in a lot last year, but it's a new slate for this season. So you don't have to jump into trying to be the perfect pocket passer. You don't have to jump into being the Tim Tebow running all over the field type guy. Find some middle ground. Reduce the interceptions. Make the right decisions. He's a big hulking quarterback. Can tell you that. Saw him in person. Big thighs, big ass. I think he's got a decently big arm. Like, get the tools together. I think those are right. And now you start stacking up some positives. And you could do that against a quality team like North Dakota. You could build some real confidence here as long as you make the right decision. That's run or pass. You could do both. And I think these young quarterbacks in the FCS, they get so eager to do one or the other. They don't let it just come naturally to them. If they just play relaxed football and not treat every game like an audition for the NFL or an audition for an FBS team in the transfer portal later, you're going to end up playing better. You just play a little more loose. That's what I want to see from him. Because eventually they're going to find you if you play loose. That's the whole thing. I think FCS quarterbacks get so heady when they don't need to. Stay relaxed. You're on a good team. Let your team do the work, like a nice pitcher. A nice pitcher is favorite position. All the defenders making their plays. That's what's nice for a pitcher. I don't need to strike out 27. I need the other 8 to be able to make some plays. And Ayat has a good 8 around him. Technically, it's 10. I get it.
I always love, by the way, the recurring theme that, hey, who's the next linebacker up for Montana?
Oh.
And it's some dude who's just got the biggest shoulders and the biggest neck and the biggest chin. And you're like, oh, I do not want to get hit by that guy. That guy is going to absolutely put me in the ground. Clay Oven leading the team with A-Tech. Is that not the coolest name in college football? Clay Oven.
Clay Oven.
Might as well call him Brick.
Yeah,
I don't want to get hit by a guy named Clay. Are you kidding me? This is. Yeah, I mean, fits the definition.
I know. I saw him. I saw he was perfect. He's a perfect linebacker.
This dude is exactly the last guy that you want to meet in the gap. He is going to put you through the dirt. And we're already starting to see that with his first contributions, man. Redshirt sophomore, already making waves.
I'm not being derogatory when I say they're pulling these guys out of the mountains. They are.
His name's Clay Oven.
I saw the mountains. I finally saw them with my eyes.
You can't push away the allegations when one of the guys' name is literally Clay.
I know it's different and it's just so Montana. And until you get there, and
you're saying respectfully,
obviously, but holy hell, Mountain Man just came out of a cave playing ball. I love it.
For anyone who knows football, understands that when we say this, it's actually quite the praise to say, hey, I don't want to go up against a guy named Clay. No. And when you got shoulders that big and you're a sophomore, I'm not playing that game, man. That's the last guy that I want to be hitting me.
The last thing also you want to be described as is, oh, he looks like he came from a nice neighborhood in the suburbs. Like, you know what? like honestly, if
your linebackers are like, oh, I heard he had a good I heard he came from a private school.
Yeah, it's like when you're making the team, you're always, and I came from the suburbs, so you want to act hard, you want to act tough, you want to act like your area's hard. Most of the time, it's not, okay? So there's a football thing where it's like, let me try to make myself aggressive and intimidating and a world beater. If you're named Clay Oven and you're playing for Montana, all just comes naturally. You're just like in the right spot.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. I think that ultimately for me, Sean, I know that we've got more evidence of North Dakota really being explosive this year than we have of Montana outside of their one game this year. But I really think that Montana is going to win this one. I think that this is going to be a little bit of a come back down to reality moment for North Dakota. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think it's going to be a little bit more on the lower scoring side. The one thing that I would say is if this does turn into a fast-paced, high-scoring affair, I would have a little fear of Yacht being able to generate the splash plays to get back into it. It's like if they went down by 14 because they gave up, a couple of big plays, a couple of big rushing plays or whatever it might be, that to me would be just a little bit worrying if they'd be able to throw themselves back into it.
Yeah, that's concerning. Montana is, I think, built for grind you down, early lead, don't give it up football. And that's what they're good at. My worry is North Dakota run defense not showing up against Eli Gilman. He's very talented. He's very, very talented at running back. And whenever I start thinking that North Dakota's got a good defense that flies around and does 3-point contact and buzzes their feet before they make a tackle, all the great things, they kind of give up. They lay an egg. I'm not thinking they lay a full egg, but the one key is their run defense. And if they can bottle up Gilman for what would be good for them, he gets 100 yards and a touchdown. Is that a good day for the North Dakota defense?
Yeah, and I mean, we know that he's so reliable that he's the type of guy that could end up going for 150 in a game like this.
Yeah,
because look, part of the counter here too is I don't feel as though I have enough evidence that North Dakota's defense is going to be able to stand up and stop Gilman. Like, just as much as I might have a fear of the lack of explosiveness from the passing game for Montana, the inverse is how are they going to fare going up against a team that's got a stout running back like Gilman?
I don't know. Clip him, folks.
No.
Clip him. I got clipped last week. We're just clipping.
He's the dickhead who gets clipped.
I guess we're clipping people.
I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody.
Clip him.
I'm a nobody.
No. Go ahead. You go get him. Go get him, North Dakota fans. This is.
No.
I got my turn in the barrel last week. Good game to the player that quote tweeted the clip. I was happy for you. I'm not going to hate or go back and forth with players on Twitter.
By the way,
I won't do it.
When you did that, your take was moderately benign and also justified.
Everyone's
like, get this guy. This guy
Chad's a scumbag, and he knows. Like Chad.
Well, no, he was legitimately just putting out there. At least that's how I perceived it. Do you think he was trying?
Tagged a lot of folks on that clip, and I think that got around. It's fine. If you're a player, you want to tweet at me, that's
did you have players tweeting?
Yeah, they're quote tweeting it, like the button up or DOG or something. I'm like, great, you had a good game. I'm player supportive, and if it's dunking on me will help you, so be it. I again, the FCS lightning rod, the FCS scapegoat. Go ahead, I'll be that. I can wear that. I'm a big boy. Unlike some of you.
I'm sure, Sean, you're hoping that you could be a little bit more anonymous, and I think to our listeners that would hope that they can protect themselves online, unlike Sean who can't, can head on over to Delete Me. Delete Me makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. Data brokers make a profit off of your data. Your data is a commodity. Anyone on the web can buy your private details. This can lead to identity theft, phishing attempts, and harassment. But now you can protect your privacy with Delete Me. The New York Times Wirecutter has named Delete Me their top pick for data removal services. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me, now at a special discount for our listeners. Today, get 20% off your Delete Me plan by texting PRO to 64000. The only way to get 20% off is to text PRO to 64000. That's PRO to 64000. Message and data rates may apply. All right, we have to talk about what have been one of the funniest transpiring events over the past 24 hours, I would say, 24 hours. I'm not going to, we don't refer to Rack as his full handle, but you know what his name is. Mm-hmm. Rack is often referenced on the show. Rack has been a listener since he discovered us multiple years ago. He DMs us often. He loves the show. He loves to send us really inappropriate questions that we can't read on the show. We thought he was our consistent Idaho caller, but a DM from that caller revealed that is not the truth. But regardless, Rack also was he is the face of Idaho, the state of Idaho. He literally pulled everybody together in Idaho to get us to go on our FCS football trip.
Yeah.
I was not shocked to find out that he is such a galvanizing, just lightning rod of a character in the lore of the state of Idaho that he generated a response from Boise State's athletic director. I'm in many group chats where people have sent this Reddit CFB post around. I'm like, this is hilarious. And then I get to chime in and say, that is the number one listener of
that's our guy,
one of our podcasts. Those who don't know Rack, genuinely a good guy. And that's why I think his bit of having the stupidest handle on the planet is even funnier because he knows what he's doing. This isn't some.
I'm not going good guy yet. He's a guy.
He's a guy. Yeah. He's not a Neanderthal as many would assume. I think that he's very deliberate and direct, which is why I think he holds some sort of high-ranking role in the Idaho government, in the Idaho university's chain of command. Something he's got to have some sort of role. I don't think that he's an everyman. But could you just read the exchange that happened between him and the Boise State athletic director?
I'd love to. In response to Boise State football unveiling their new hand-painted helmet showcasing
kind of overrated
Boise. It's very confusing and will look bad on TV. Go Boise, go Idaho, go small schools, but it's going to look bad on TV. It looks like a white helmet covered in chalk. The response from Rack: can't be the front porch of anything. Boise claiming their front porch of the state or whatever. Can't be the front porch of anything if you are afraid to play the flagship university of the state at Jeremiah Dickey. Who's Jeremiah Dickey? The athletic director of Boise State. Lo and behold, Mr. Dickey responds, not afraid. Date wouldn't be for a while due to what both teams already have scheduled. We will get it done. Prayer hands. This is Rack. This is Rack. The Rack that you hear and see in the chat when we're live. The Rack.
Not Chris Hammond, by the way. He's not Chris Hammond. We have confirmed he is not Chris Hammond.
Straight shoot, not Chris Hammond. Not doing Chris Hammond shtick.
He's not Chris Hammond.
Yeah.
Stop accusing Chris Hammond of being Rack. He's not Rack.
The Rack that you see in the hack bag, all of it, is going back and forth with an AD, getting an in-state rivalry, a long-standing rivalry.
What if he's the Idaho athletic director?
There's no, we can't go.
What if Rack is the Idaho athletic director? I haven't seen a public statement from the Idaho athletic director. I haven't seen one.
No.
Has he responded to this? No. I don't think so. God, we're gonna get a DM. Hey,
I know.
You not accuse me of being Rack of Fit 69.
Yeah, so that trip that you guys are going on, it's getting
you guys are now barred from entering the stadium.
So then we're actually sending the fake Joe and Sean there with Joe and RR. How about that? They can take our place.
That actually could be a funny bit if we found two idiots that looked like us.
Just the surrogate. Yeah, we'll do the bit. The surrogates. I guess good for Rack. We were happy to have this, I guess, brought to us. Mid-Major Tom was one of the few to get us going here.
Yeah.
Bison Rant spreading the good word.
He is literally the field reporter of Hack City.
Rack is like a de facto field reporter for Hack City. He's legit a legend in Idaho and across the FCS landscape among those in the know. It should be a big story. It's probably going to keep. Oh, my God. Mid-Major Tom has 8.2K likes. This is blowing up. I'm just now checking the numbers.
Dude,
this is exploding.
It has been big. It just makes me really happy that in the most Rack way possible, he gets everybody's attention. And this is the thing that's going to bother me about this, though. Nobody knows Rack, and nobody knows how he operates. So nobody understands that he needs to go in the Troll Account Hall of Fame. By the way, the whole persona that he has developed and the way that he
he doesn't break kayfabe either. He doesn't break the bit. That's why you can respect it. People don't get the troll accounts on Twitter. Like a lot of
most
them
of them have no touch. Most of them no nuance. They're just like it's ham-fisted. That's why I respect Rack, is that the handle is ham-fisted, but he has some of the most like really attention to detail finesse about maneuvering things, which makes it so much funnier. And this is Exhibit A. He's like, I'm going to comment this. I bet I get a response.
And you know what? He stays in his lane. He knows what works for him. That's butt rock. That's strippers. It's inappropriate. It's bad shtick, but
The
it's
worst
good,
shtick.
and it's good because he sticks at it, and it's all behind the Iowa football fan that's sitting there somewhere in Idaho stewing about Boise State. And every time Boise State loses, I got to hear about it in some group chat with them celebrating. So it's good, I guess. I hope Idaho gets the rivalry back. I think college football, now that the rules are what they are, and we don't have them, FCS teams that had rivalries with FBS teams in their state, pick them back up. If you had an old one that we don't know, do it. Just try to send a flyer because it's cool for the sport. The rivalries coming back are cool for the sport. Mizzou, Kansas, the backyard brawl, all of it is cool. So get it back and going. I liked it from a football fan move. Rack spreading the good word.
Thank you, Rack, for I would selfishly would have wished maybe we should ask Rack to put Hack City in his bio. Maybe we should ask him to
as an official affiliate. Is he going to be the first
we'll give him a title? We'll give him a title.
You know, we've had a long history of people getting incorporated with the show that don't stick around.
That's true.
We should hunt them down. I love Mitchell. I'm sorry, Mitchell.
Oh man,
that was a good.
That was one of the funnier interactions that we had. All right, and that was in regards to a Packers situation. That was the most random, funny thing. We brought him on to defend himself on the show, and then
he didn't get the bit. No.
All right, let's get to FC estimates. We both tied, going 8-10 last week. Sean is 17-6-1. By the way, the fact that we have this stupid 1 on the end of our record is pissing me off, and there's no way to get rid of it. 17-6-1. Play UC Davis. Play Mercer, please. Play Mercer.
Yeah. We'd like to get that done. Make it a Wednesday. Just make it a Wednesday game.
Yeah,
go out there for the fun of it. You both need the practice. I know that. You both desperately need it.
I'm behind Sean by 2 games. 15,
and I again will stand on my soapbox and continue this streak of hotness and the promise I gave to you, the listening audience, that I will not relinquish this lead all season.
Calm down.
I had the lead.
Calm down.
I took it, and I will keep it.
I'm not giving you a victory lap. I'm not letting you.
I will keep the lead.
Week two. Relax. Lehigh versus Duquesne.
Lehigh.
I'm going to take Lehigh as well. Uri versus Holy Cross.
I will take Rhode Island and the fellas to beat Holy Cross.
Give me URI. Elon versus Western Carolina.
Give me the Fighting Heaths of Western Carolina.
Nope. I'm going to go Elon. Sorry, Heath. North Dakota versus Montana.
I am taking.
Oh, this is where Joe takes the lead.
This is not where Joe takes the lead.
Oh!
This is where Jerry Kaminsky stands up and takes the lead against Montana and then beats Montana. Yeah, North Dakota.
I'm going to go Montana on this one. Give me the Grizz. SEMO NDSU.
Oh, you mean the gimme? I'm going with the North Dakota State. That's just a one. That's a stat patter this year for them.
North Dakota State fans, remember this man hates you and everything.
You're a sick puppy. You are such a sick puppy.
The Bison. Furman versus Campbell.
Campbell.
I'm going to take Campbell as well. Alabama A&M versus Tennessee State.
I am going Tennessee State. Alabama A&M, no slouch though.
Tennessee State for me too. EWU versus Uni.
I am going with Northern Iowa, not Uni.
I'm going to take EWU. Tarleton versus, I got to stop doing that. Tarleton versus Central Arkansas. Grimace Conference showdown of the week.
Yeah, I'm going Tarleton. And I guess we found our official food for the Grimace Conference. I don't want that corn dog in our stadium.
The poopsicle?
Yeah, the Grimace shitsicle. Yeah, that was disgusting. The purple corn dog at TCU, I believe. It looks wretched. Give me a hot dog. Give me a hot dog in a bun, dog. Just give me a dog. Oh my God! What are we doing with purple corn dogs? That's foul. It's so foul.
Shit rod, the purple shit rod. That's the only thing in our concession stand. Everything is purple shit shaped.
Sure, people are listening.
The Grimace poop.
It's really disgusting, man. I apologize for the grossness of the show.
I'm going to take Tarleton. Northern Arizona versus Southern Utah.
Give me Northern Arizona.
NAU, folks. At Joe DeLeone, at Sanderson Radio. Call into the Hackbag 201-834-4308. Subscribe, comment, like. Goodbye. Presented by FanDuel.